This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. With all the investigation and all the looking into the events of the insurrection on January 6th, the attempted overthrow of the United States government, the attempted overturning of a free and fair election, the results to which had been certified by the states. In the effort to investigate all this, all kinds of new details are coming out. I'm going to read a little bit from this Business Insider article titled, "Trump Told Senator Tommy Tuberville to Protect Yourself Right Before the Riot on January 6th. Donald Trump denies knowing anything that was going on. Donald Trump has denied, along with a lot of Republicans, that this was even an event that took place that was dangerous. It's been called a tourist event. It's been called a happy family reunion. It's been called a trespassing event, and that's it. They are trying to rewrite history, whitewash the events of the day from the actual violent insurrection, the failed coup attempt that it was, into something else, something more innocuous, more harmless than it was. And the more information that comes out, we're learning that Donald Trump did know. Because why would he tell Senator Tuberville, former football coach, why would he tell him to protect himself if it was a tourist event? There would be no need. There would be nothing to protect yourself from. When you go to the zoo, the Smithsonian, the National Zoo in Washington, among all the tourists, you don't need to protect yourself because it's just tourists. It's a question. Alabama Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville says former President Trump urged to protect himself on January 6th as Trump's enraged supporters made their way toward the Senate chamber. Tuberville's retelling of the story was first reported in a profile of the senator in the Washington Post on Tuesday. President Trump mistakenly called Senator Mike Lee of Utah on January 6th, prompting him to hand his cell phone to Tuberville in the United States Senate chamber. Their conversation took place after Vice President Mike Pence had been evacuated, but before the rest of the senators were whisked away. Quote, "I know we've got problems," Tuberville says the president told him on the call. "Protect yourself." After being evacuated to a secure location with the rest of the body, Tuberville was one of a dozen Republican senators, all of whom had intended to vote against certifying some states' electoral votes. Not all, only some, only the ones that Trump lost. Because they're vile, disgusting, sickening, low-information hypocrites. They sat huddled together in a storage closet. Senator Cynthia Lummis of Wyoming told the Post that the mood was very heavy, while Senator James Lankford of Oklahoma reportedly told the group that, quote, "We have to pull the country together." "I didn't really listen to them," Tuberville told the Post, though he did recall other details. "One thing that was brought up was that people were hurt," he said. "Do we want to continue this?" he said, the senators contemplated, "if there's not going to be a result we are looking for anyway? I wasn't voting for me. I was voting for the people of Alabama," Tuberville told the Post. "President Trump has an 80% approval rating there. I told them, I'm going to vote how you want me to vote." That's the coward's way out. The former Auburn University football coach has taken a surprisingly different path in the months since he was elected, seeking to build relationships across the aisle. He's also called Trump's pre-January 6 rhetoric a mistake and has said he's not convinced that voter fraud was responsible for Trump's defeat. Even so, Tuberville isn't sorry for his vote on the day of the Capitol riot. "I have no regrets," Tuberville told the Post. So listen, that's undue praise for a coward and traitor to the country. You don't get to talk out of both sides of your mouth. We want definitive statements for our elected leaders, from our political leaders, not mealy-mouth, mishmash BS. And that's what we're getting from him. Well, Donald Trump telling him to protect himself. From what? From the tourists? From the happy family reunion that was taking place? They're all liars and charlatans and sickening, anti-democratic ghouls who will stop at nothing to tear down the country in the pursuit of power. What do you think, though? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a voicemail. Brief voicemail, please. Sometimes they get long. Sometimes there's multiple strings of voicemails from the same people because it cuts you off at 3 minutes. It's Google Voice. 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. Thanks for your engagement with my content, with my videos, with me. I appreciate you so much. Follow me on social media if you'd like to engage just that much more. I'm at Dollemore just about everywhere. And if I bring you value, please consider supporting my work for as little as $1.99 a month. You can help produce what I do here and on my podcast. You can click the join button below this video, become a channel member, or go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. I love you guys. I appreciate you. We're going to get through this together, but only if we stick together. Until I see you, be genuine. Take care of one another.